Man, I miss Alabama. I look for every excuse I can get to go to Alabama. I love Alabama so much that I did an audition in North Carolina and decided, hey, Birmingham's on the way home, I may as well stop at Jim and Nick's. I love Alabama's ribs. I love Alabama's pulled pork. But if there's one thing that's a trademark in Alabama, you know it's smoked chicken with the white sauce. Alabama does a specific kind of barbecue white sauce that's delicious on chicken. Pretty decent on pork, wouldn't want to have it on brisket. But on chicken, it's some magical, and that's what we're doing today. Today we're throwing chicken halves on the Weber Smoky Mountain and slather them in trademark Alabama white sauce. Good job. Okay, first thing to do, making this Bama white sauce, 3/4 of a cup. I'm gonna go with the old Hellman's here. 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Where will we ever get that? 1/4 of a cup of apple juice. 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. All right, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of pepper, I believe. Or a tablespoon. Gotta have the coarse ground pepper. We need a teaspoon of mustard powder. 1/4 teaspoon of Morton's kosher salt. I'm gonna get this stirred around a little bit first before I hit her with the whisk. Wait, I never added the key ingredient, did I? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours, so let all the flavors kind of blend up together. And it's a perfect time to cut up some chicken, light up the pit, and get it ready for some Bama sauce. I usually like to spatchcock the chicken, but since we're gonna dunk, I think chicken halves will be perfect. So take our trusty kitchen shears here and start removing spine. You know, you can also get a pair of garden shears, I'm told, too. Work probably just as well, if not better, than paying extra for kitchen shears. Anywho, basically this next step is how you'd spatchcock. You find the little center there, make an incision, and there we go. The chicken will take it out. I mean, it'll start giving. You want to pin this keel bone down a little bit and start spreading this guy out. I like to remove it in its entirety. Just makes the chicken so much easier to cut, especially for having them like we are today. So once you've gotten the hard bone, you can just rub your finger down the soft cartilage and separate the keel bone out of there. Then you kind of have a handle there to rip out. Usually they come in one piece, but not so slick today, Joe. Trying to be delicate with this skin so that it could stay on, but that's how we're gonna trim them and cook them in halves. With a little bit of avocado here. I just want a little something on the skin for protection and a nice binder, because I think we're just going right on the rack of the old Weber Smoky Mountain with this stuff. I'm gonna finish with another rub. This is just the AP rub. I'm gonna go with standard barbecue rub. All right, I'm gonna toss these in the refrigerator, light up the pit, and get these bad boys with some smoke rolling. This is the standard sort of wood formation for me on the Weber Smoky Mountain. These larger chunks are all cherry. I'm gonna put charcoal around in a ring and dump the fire starter in the middle so that the smoke gets rolling early and often. Yeah. Hot coals going on. Okay, I just got the coals on, WSM's all put together, and everyone always asks me, did you put any water in the water pan? Seriously though, this is about 1.5 liters of piping hot water. I didn't want to put cold in here and kind of set the process back, but I have the water pan lined with foil, and let's see how much she takes. You know, I may just go ahead and get a little more water in there and put it up to 3 liters. I think that ought to do it. I think it could take 3 liters, if not more so. All right, that water's going to work. It's time to throw these half chickens on. Just gonna put them right on the grate. No fuss, no muss. Yeah. Just kind of get under the underside there, and okay, we'll give this bird a couple hours and see how the skin's looking. We're about 2 hours into this cook. The skin is looking a little dark, so I'm gonna give her a little shot with the butter spray. Provided the butter spray will. And since it's 2 hours in, I think it's a good time just to sort of see where we are on the temp. We could play guess that temp. It's been a long time, gang. 2 hours in, chicken halves. I'm gonna say 150 on this breast. 170, that can't be. Let's see the other breast. 168, 169, these are donezo. These are done. I guarantee you the thighs I don't know if you can read it upside down, but that's 180. We are overdone just a skosh, but this is gonna be some good eatings. These are just looking phenomenal, so without getting terribly messy, I'm gonna move my favorite desk, and yes, it is a trash can, but I guarantee you that top's clean. And our pre-made white sauce here, but these chickens are well up to temp. Just gonna try and get her without fouling off here. Get the back and the top. And we're not gonna glaze these too long at all. I think just a little bit of maybe 15 minutes, I don't know. Honestly, just slathering some on there would be the best route, path of least resistance there. And yeah, that Alabama white sauce, boy, that is a messy bugger. But we're done with that. Gonna let those go for, I'd say about 15 minutes. I think it's time to get these off. 15 minutes has elapsed. Woof, those are looking pretty. Looking like they are ripe for a rest. Get that off of there. Get on there, you. All right. We have rested. I just give you guys the extreme close-up. I think they fared very well. Just go ahead and cut off these leg quarters. Feels really juicy. I believe the water pan just did a number on there. Oh, moment. Wing loving there. Let's just see how we did.
Yeah, pretty juicy. Really nice skin. Take a dive. But just grab some of those breasts to see how we did. Like, no injection, just a little bit of TLC there. Oh, wow.
This is the piece I sliced off first. Really nice flavor on the chicken and super spicy. The barbecue rub I'll put in the description, but you can always back off the cayenne on it, I suppose. But spicy barbecue chicken with the white Alabama sauce. I feel like I got a table at Jim and Nick's down in Birmingham. That's how we did with our leg quarters. I'll surrender. Alabama chicken again. Might be better than Jim and Nick's. Just kidding. Sacrilege. Love that place. Well, I think that about wraps it up, gang. We cooked that bird at 300 the whole way in the WSM. I had the thing with about, I'd say 2 liters of hot water. Going strong with cherry chunks underneath a bed of Kingsford briquettes. So real simple, real stupid. I put my rub on there and decided no injection on this cook, and all the spices came through in that barbecue rub. I want to tell you, that's a hot bird up on there. Really tasty though. And then the Alabama white sauce kind of cooled the fire down. I think a great combo there. Yeah, a little sentimental cook. Miss Alabama. I love going down there every year. Any excuse I get to go down to Alabama, I take it and get some of the best barbecue in the world, in my opinion. So this is not only a little shout out to all my friends down there, but something I like, and just a recipe that always takes me home, takes me to a state of mind. I think that's what's great about cooking. That's what's great about barbecue. It's an escape. It takes you a little someplace else for maybe just a minute, maybe an hour, maybe a whole day, maybe a whole brisket, 2 days. I really appreciate you putting up with this cook, all my hijinks, and if you want more barbecue experiments and general backyard tomfoolery, you can click subscribe, you can ring a bell, you can watch this video again. You can do a lot of things on YouTube, but what I want you to do is have an awesome barbecue. I wish I was in Mobile. I wish I was in Montgomery. I wish I was in Birmingham. Birmingham, Alabama's on the way back home to Indianapolis, isn't it? Man, that guy's cranking it today.